So hey, what's up? I just did a little video here on kind of a do-it-yourself thing. I just thought I'd throw it together here. I was actually not even planning on putting it into a video. I think I've said that several times through this video. Please don't get annoyed by it. I just keep saying it. Can't stop. I don't know. Again, I didn't plan on doing a video on it, but you know what? I did, so here it is. Before we get into that, though, I do want to just let you know I got another fellow YouTuber out there that I've been following. He's not into the saltwater. Well, I'm not saying he's not. He may be, actually. He may even have saltwater or maybe getting saltwater. This guy's into pretty much the whole thing. I mean, he has flower horns. He's into mollies. He's got an indoor pond. You know, he's knocking it out of the park. He's got a whole, you know, he's got a tank for everybody out there. Okay, so his channel's name is Mark's Fish Care. I'm going to be putting a link down below to his channel. You know, by all means, check him out. His flower horn, I watched a video on there eating crickets. It's pretty cool. A lot to be said about the flower horn. You know, there's a lot of good in freshwater tanks. I know some of you that follow me have freshwater tanks. I've heard that before. I haven't personally started one here recently. I might actually do one for one of these. You know, I might have a series on a freshwater tank, planet tank. That's another thing he has is planet tanks. He's kind of got the whole ball of wax. And he makes it kind of fun. He gives you a little nature tour when he does it. You know, it's Mark's Fish Care. Like I said, I'll be putting the link down below. Definitely check him out. I think you're going to appreciate his content. Now let's get into this video here where we start out the do-it-yourself project. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, once again, I wasn't planning on doing a video on it. I wasn't planning on it. But you know what? I did. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something out of it. Let's go. All right, so I was at the Max's the other day, and they had this big tub full of scrap chunks of plexiglass. Fairly decently, I mean, it's not huge, thick, but, you know, plenty, no wobbly to it. And I kept seeing all these FRAG racks, you know, people had, and they were, you know, buying. I see them on sale. I see them for 50, 60, 70 bucks, sometimes more, depending on the size. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to just kind of take my hand and try myself at making them. Well, just for myself. It's not going to be something I'm going to be trying to sell. But so what I did is I just simply put a mark here 1 inch in and a mark here 1 inch in, run a piece of tape across, and I did that an inch by inch by inch. And then I went and I took and I measured in an inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, and I put a little mark. Then I just took a little bit and I kind of marked the holes with the bit. Just drilled. And so now I can take the tape off. With just electrical tape I had laying around. But see, you can see it's going to be a grid, just like you'd see when you buy them, you know, when you pay a bunch of money for them. And I'm going to take the same glass bit that I used in that video earlier when I drilled those, when I drilled into the live rock to make holes for the frag plugs. I know it's the right size for the frag plugs. I did a test on another scrap. I bought a couple of these scraps. They had these pieces about this size, a whole tub full of them for like $2.96 a piece. So if it doesn't work out, I ain't out much. But I'm going to drill one out here just to show you what I'm going to be doing. Here's the same bit that I'm using. Still has the dust on it from the last project. I wasn't even thinking about videoing this when I started, but see, it drills quite nicely. So I'm going to finish drilling that, and then I'll show you. I might even glue some legs on. And I don't have the regular glue for this stuff, so I was thinking maybe if I just use some gel super glue like everybody else uses for the legs, it might just work fine. You know, as far as like, not what everybody else uses, but as far as what you'd use for putting your frags down on your plug. Anyways, I'll check back after about an hour of drilling. Well, as you can see, I managed to do it. If you look at the holes, they're not 100% perfectly straight line, but they're not too bad for somebody just doing it by hand with a drill. I think this is going to work out pretty good. I'm going to get a couple of pieces cut and maybe glue them on here for legs, and should be good enough for what little frags I have to store. Alright, so you can see here, this is basically the way it is after I have it done. I glued the legs on. Like I said, I didn't have the actual like acrylic type glue, that type of thing, so I just used the gel super glue. So they're on pretty good, you know. It's the pieces here on the side, you know, they're scuffed up, they're not clear. I mean, you could polish them, I guess, if you were really worried about it. I'm personally not. Little notch here. These happen to be just little scraps that they had in the tub. I didn't even cut them. They were just like this, broke in the tub. Two of them almost identical. So I just took a little of the, you know, a little of the glue, put them on, let them set overnight. But yeah, that's the frag rack, and then I got, you know, to show you how they work. We got the, I can put them real close if I wanted to. I really no need to. I don't have that many frags, but they all fit in there nice. You know, scatter them around if you want. I just, you know, I don't have really, I mean, I'm kind of making up a little bit of a makeshift frag tank. Well, I'll show you that here. I'll actually put this in there and give you an idea. It's not going to be for like any permanent frag keeping or anything. Just so when I get a shipment or something, I might put them in there, use this as a way to video and show off the corals I got in. Also, you know, down the road, maybe get a different tank, build a different one. But, you know, well, I probably got like a total of $5 invested in this. I mean, you can't go wrong there. All right, this just gives you an idea what it looks like in there. Actually, this is just a 10-gallon tank. You know, just a standard, cheap, I don't know what they even cost, not much. Basically, it's one I used as a quarantine tank when I was doing the quarantine on the Bengais and the other fish. I just kind of took a cheap, if you see in the corner up here, took a cheap, that's that same pump I used for mixing salt. Just turn that on, let it kind of keep the water moving, put a heater in there. As you can see on the top here, Fluval, you know, sent me that free light, so I have a spare light laying around. Don't have a cord for it yet, but I'm going to order one, I think. Being as I got a light, I might as well have the cord part of it. And then I'll just have this here, if I do get a coral shipment in, or if there's something, you know, in my tank that isn't looking quite right or something, I want to get a better look at it. I might even, I know I've said in many videos previous, I don't quarantine. Part of the reason why I don't quarantine corals is because I didn't have a place to do so. Now that I have this, I might try that. It's not a guarantee yet. We'll find out. But yeah, so this is basically my little project. I wasn't like even going to make a video on it, but then I thought, you know, it's pretty cool. Some people spend a lot of money on this kind of stuff. You know, this will give them a opportunity to make it themselves. I mean, you're talking $5 and maybe an hour of my time. You really can't go wrong there. All right, so here's the Zoas the next morning. Just turn the lights on. Not all of them are open yet. I'm going to leave them here for a little bit. Hopefully they all open today. When I come home, I'll get another picture. All right, well, I hope at least one of you found this useful or interesting. You know, like I said, I wasn't originally going to put it into a video, but then I thought, heck, might as well throw it in there. Somebody might get some use out of it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. If you look at my videos here, going back, I mean, I've been a little lax on it, but I am trying to put, links to things in the comments below, right below here. So always look below there, check it out, see if there's any comments. If there ain't some right now, there might be some in the future. I've been a little lazy on it. I'm going to go back in and try to add that stuff in for you guys, just make it easier for you to find the stuff, anything that I, especially on the cost videos. I know a lot of people had asked, hey, where'd you get this? Where'd you buy that? And I didn't put it down there, but I'm going to be adding those back in so you can go back and check on those videos. Otherwise, until next time. Oh yeah, did I mention I wasn't even going to make this video?